Good morning. Good morning. So, as always, I thought my live today would be for me to take you all on a journey with me of where I am in this moment in hopes that someone else who is here too is feeling me on this one. So, today I did it and then I deleted it. I titled this live, I am not enough. I reframed and changed it to I am enough because that's the message that we need to hear. So, I already want to cry. There's so many things. For me, my worthiness is my core wound. It affects everything. I would like to debate that for most of us, the worthiness and our shame around not feeling worthy and deserving is the driving force between or behind most everything that is happening in our lives, our relationships, our interactions, our money, all situations. Mine keeps rearing its ugly head. So as I am here now, it's mostly speaking on relationships and love and couples and all the things. I just wanted to bring it forward and how that shows up in relationship for me. Again, maybe some insight on some things within one of your relationships. When I feel not enough, I spiral. When I feel not enough, I try to be so much more. When I feel not enough, I start to people please. And then when it doesn't work, I feel even more not enough. So, this for me shows up in all sorts of different ways. I've been under so much stress in the past couple months, and stress is trauma on the body. I think that we don't understand that. I think we always want to say that trauma has to be this really one big event or whatever. It's not always big. Sometimes it's a lot of little things. Again, sometimes it's just a daily stress. If you're just living with cortisol pumping through you every single day, if you're not sleeping, I mean, you're causing trauma to your body. If you're not giving yourself a chance to breathe, a chance to rest, a chance to take a break, you're still in a trauma zone. You're in fight or flight. I literally I feel like I lost more hair in the last couple months than I'd lost after having babies. I mean, literally like so much that like 3 inches of hair is gone. It was coming out for a while, like in handfuls, like 4 or 5 times a day. If I just touched my hair, handfuls of hair were coming out. And I didn't even realize this until the other day when Facebook was showing me videos of this time last year. And I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe I lost so much hair. First of all, it just made me have to sit back and realize, like, wow, you are not giving yourself any grace or understanding or being kind or nurturing to yourself to realize how much stress you've been under, to see it manifest in a physical way. And two, it brought me back to Tracy's favorite games in her unworthiness, which is, oh my God, who am I without my long hair? Who am I without my long curls? Oh my God, I'm ugly. Oh my God, I'm worthless. Oh my God, my man's not going to love me or think I'm pretty. I mean, it's just silly. It's the thoughts that spiral in. Of course, all of them are irrational. Of course, when I sit down with myself, I can actually take pride in how far I've come in learning to love myself. But in the moments, those thoughts feel so real. I mean, think of how many times are you looking in the mirror, pinching pieces and pulling up your jeans and, oh, maybe I should just get new jeans. I mean, we go to I just need to get new clothes. That will make me feel better because I'm just not anything that we could do. Let me go on the crash diet, whatever, because you're not feeling worthy of being yourself. And that outside validation, we need it, we crave it because it tells you you are enough, you're worthy of attention, you're worthy of love. So that's one piece that's been showing up for me. Another piece specifically within my relationship, is the needing to fix my partner. I've been in my shit, Tate's been in his shit, we're shit together. In the best way, because what we also have realized is the more that we are in our shit and the more we work together and come together as one, we grow, we learn, we heal, we transform every time. So I even say we're in our shit in gratitude, but regardless, we're in it and we're living a human experience. So sometimes the shit we don't look at with such a smile on our face. I could say that in this moment though, but it's definitely not at all times. When he gets into his phase, when he shuts down, when he's reactive, when he's living in his own trauma, and I can't make it better, it's the biggest challenge to my enoughness. Why don't I know how to fix it? Why can't I fix you? Why can't you hear me trying to be supportive? Why can't you see me trying to love you? First thing is, he's not my problem. He's not a broken puzzle. He doesn't need to be fixed. He's just in his shit, in his own shit. And in his head, he's dealing with his own things, his own unworthiness, his own battles. But and again, I open this up to all of you to see how this has been you. I know we all do this. Take it on as my job to fix, because when we can fix someone, we're worthy. We're worthy of their love. See, I fixed you. I gave you this gift. If you could see how much I'm doing for you, then I'm enough. If you turn away from me, I'm not enough. So there's moments where I'm trying to give, see that I'm giving to you. And I step back and say, ooh, I'm even being selfish in this moment. Not in a selfish way, because it is coming from the heart, but in a way of like, it's from my heart, but can you acknowledge me? And it's not my time to be acknowledged. And that's my enough wound right there. Oh my gosh, I'm not enough. You can't acknowledge what I'm doing for you. The challenge of learning how to love someone unconditionally is then to keep loving, even when it's not reciprocated. And that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother title that we can talk about another day. But it's for me to see whatever is going on with you is not about me, and how you respond to my help is not about me. I also see that I could offer it. Would you like my help? How would you like support from me? Would you like me to offer an opinion? Do you need a hug? Do you need space? Do you need time? What is it? Do you just need to talk and I just need to listen? I could show up to him in the way I feel best, and however he receives that is for him. It's not for me to decide I'm not enough. And the not enough game comes down to us to know it is enough. I could put forth the effort I could put to be there in the way that I know how to be. I can ask for what he needs. I can listen and take that feedback, and I can show up in that way the best I can. And at the end of the day, however that is handled on his end is on him, because it's not for me to decide or know or dictate how he's feeling in his thing. So I've had these lessons lately, again, with the not enough, not enough. I was recently part of a coaching group. And there was a woman in the group who apparently didn't like me. Funny, because we'd barely ever spoken, but she just didn't like me. Some people don't vibe. I triggered some trauma in her, was truly what it was. Anyways, I jumped on a call a few minutes late because I was having an internet connection problem. She didn't see that I was on the screen, and I listened to her for 10 minutes talk shit about me. What a problem I was for her. My philosophies, it just seemed like everything about my being was an issue for her. And at first, I just wanted to cry. I was so upset because here I am in the zone. Universe has given it to me in all angles. Wow, I'm not enough. I'm not good enough to speak to this lady. I'm not good enough or worthy enough to not be talked about behind my back. I'm trying to show up authentically me, and I'm getting chastised for it. Anyways, when it rains, it pours, right? When you are in your thing, the universe, or whatever you want to call it around you, whatever force that drives life, will throw all the things at you to get you to learn the lesson, to wake up. Dealing with my hair, unworthiness, not feeling good, dealing with my issues with my man. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to help you. Having somebody act as though I wasn't even, and I mean, to me, that it's hard with those acts of disrespect because it's the feeling that you get is like, I am nothing if you could just do that, right? So the point is for me to step into my enoughness the most. I am enough as I am. I do my best. I'm fucking human and I can just give myself credit for that. I'm showing up the best. I'm working through my things the best. I'm trying to be a partner my best. I'm trying to be a mom at my best. I'm trying to be a businesswoman at my best, a coach at my best. All that being said, it is the inside job. So, especially taking it back to partnership, when you guys are in the middle of your things, it's so important to understand that your sense of worthiness, enoughness, deservingness starts with you. And you show up that way to your partner fully, and they will know that. They will feel that. And you cannot expect them to then come in with, the parade and the fanfare to say, oh, yeah, you're this, you're that, you're this, because maybe they will. That could be great. There are times when it's like, oh my God, you're the best. Thank you. You're here for me. But if that doesn't happen, it has nothing to do with you. Can you hold that space for yourself and realize that? If you are back to it, you're having a breakout, you're losing your hair, you're also turning gray, maybe like someone over here, you put on an extra 10 pounds. Can you look at yourself in the mirror? And even if you say, hey, there's some changes I'd like to make, but I'm enough right now. I'm good right now. I could still show up for myself right now. I could still have confidence right now. Can you do that without something on the outside that's making you feel that way? Can you do it from the inside first? So my message is just wherever it's coming from that you're feeling, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, you're picking at yourself. You are maybe picking at other people to try to get the validation, to feel enough, to feel better. Can you stop and realize it's about you first? And what I know to be true, not only because I've studied this a million times, but when I put it into play, when you show up that way, it is reciprocated from others. So even back to the story of me with that woman, all these things are showing up for me because I haven't been standing in that place of worthiness. I've been letting a lot of fear, a lot of other things get to me lately, and I haven't been in that true sense of worthiness, enoughness. So if this was a month from now, when I've kind of worked through this little phase I'm in, would that have happened? I would guess probably not. However, it did happen this way because I needed it to. So that's another thing, is realizing whatever is happening to you right now is happening for a reason. And that is the hardest thing, especially in relationship. And that for me, what I've learned the most in my relationship and where I am now is before, when the shit would hit the fan, that is when I would be out. I'd hit the fan. I'd hit the road. Like, I'm done. Whether I'm physically walking out, I'm hanging up the phone, I'm checking out, I'm breaking up with a relationship, I would be out. So for now, I can sit here and realize it's my inside job. It's his inside job. And when we are both doing that inside work together, we come back stronger. We find the solutions together. We find our way back. It's always turning towards love, not away from love. And that starts with turning towards love for yourself. So I hope that resonated with some of you. Maybe it gave you a little food for thought or planted some seeds, just thinking about where you are and maybe where you could step a little bit more into your enoughness today, meaning where can you give yourself a little more credit or a little more praise, or just take it easy on yourself because you deserve it. So with that being said, I'm out of here. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Drop a comment if this resonated with you. And also, I'm going to put a link to my group I've been talking about, my free community for women to just come together. Anyone who's been in an emotionally abusive relationship. And by the way, that could be emotionally abusive relationship with yourself, where we can come together and just support each other.